We'll fix that later.
That's okay. I still have an orange shirt.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't know what the colors are going.
Son of a nutcracker.
Well, 11/8/22, November election.
November election.
You know, I can't wait for this to end.
You told me to wear something patriotic tonight, and in my closet I have a bunch of gray and a lot of blue shirts. I wasn't gonna wear a blue shirt, and this is I had Christmas shirts, so I wore my son of a nutcracker, and this shirt is red. We'll fix it maybe later, but it's red.
Let me say this. The reason that I wanted you to wear something patriotic is because this Friday, the 11th, is Veterans Day, and you are a veteran.
Yes.
And I wanted to kind of promote Clyde the Veteran. So, you know, what can I tell you? It's just, you look good. You look good. We got a good show tonight. You did most of it.
Yeah, I got to play with the Lumberjack Festival footage.
Yeah, well, and so people at home, we got Lumberjack Part 1 and Part 2. Clyde and I went to a festival 2 weeks ago in, basically Blue Ridge.
You're turning green again.
I know.
What the heck? Why are you turning green?
I don't know. You're the one that's running the control panel.
I'm going to smooth you right out. Look at this.
Oh, you're doing good. I don't know.
Damn.
Which one did you hit?
The smoothness?
I don't understand why
I got it down to 12%, but whatever. I'm closing that out, and this is where we're rolling. Now then, if I can fix my red shirt, where's that one?
That one would be on camera number 2. So go up to number 2. Get there.
You think? I don't know what
Clyde.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to do that. We're just going to go with the orange shirt today.
We'll fix it in a minute.
Astro Power.
We'll fix it in a minute.
Oh, Astro Power.
All right. Yeah, Astro Power. By the way,
Astro Power.
they won it.
Can you believe that?
I mean,
the whole enchilada.
Yeah, and the funny thing, and I think you said this when we were talking originally, you said, you know, they don't want to win it on the road. They want to bring home and win it at home. And that's what they did.
And Mattress Mac got to throw out the first pitch for Game 6.
Oh, is that the guy you were telling me about?
Yeah.
The
one that got in the... He's the nicest guy ever. Everybody in Houston knows who Mattress Mac is. He's on gallery furniture forever. And he started out small time in a little warehouse. And he's always jumping up. He'd grab money out of his back pocket. Gallery furniture, save you money. and everybody knows this in Houston. And he even helps out. He even brought some stuff to the Philadelphia area to help with some mattresses and some other things to help needy people there. So he's a really good guy. And some Philly fans were picking on him. And he lost it and went back at him. And so now they got all these memes where, you know, Mattress Mac, he's like 80 years. He's as old as I am and you are. And they got all these memes where they got him jacked up like a hoodlum and everything, you know. But anyhow, they started a petition. I don't know if that helped, but whatever. He threw out the opening pitch for Game 6. So.
Outstanding. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, I took a rash of stuff over at work.
Well, I don't care. You can give that rash right back to him now.
Every day I'm going with a different Astro hat.
Yeah.
And there's this one guy, Robert. And Robert, he never smiles. And if you're watching Robert, you never smile.
You never smile, Robert.
But anyhow.
Come on, Robert.
He goes, oh, Astros are cheaters, huh? I go, oh, you're gonna pull that line on me. So anyhow, I said, you know, they're not the only ones that do any cheating. So just so you know.
Yeah, just so you know.
It goes in the whole league. But anyhow, there was 2 guys there. There was Robert and the young kid that's there. And all I heard was, you wearing that hat again? I go, yep. I go, you got a dog in the fight? No. You got a hat, I'll bring you one. I wouldn't wear one of them hats.
He didn't like that, did he?
No. You know, try to be nice to people. What the heck?
But we love our Astros because, you know, Houston, we've been around forever.
Yeah.
And we've had professional sports teams, you know, football, baseball. Well, the Rockets have won.
Basketball,
yeah. Well, I don't watch basketball.
I don't watch basketball.
whatever they did win some. What is it?
Whatever the
Yeah, what
NBA
the hell is it?
championship. is.
Yeah, whatever it is. They did do that, but I don't care.
Yeah.
But I wish our football team or something would win, but at least the Astros won. Our football team has never won a championship. I think maybe back in the 60s when it was the AFC or
one
something.
time they had one guy that was really, really good running back. He
We
was
had Earl Campbell. But
yeah.
we could always get the Love You Blue and all this stuff with, what was the coach's name? Yeah.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Bum Phillips.
Bum Phillips with his
Love You
cowboy
Blue,
boots.
and we're always in the playoffs and so close. And the last time was, we're going to get in the playoffs and we're going to knock that door down. Love You Blue. And we lost again. So that's about as close as we've come.
Oh, well.
And it's been a very long, dry run since then. And the Texans I think they've only won one game this year, so things aren't looking good this year either.
Somebody wrote something, but I can't read it.
Uh-oh. I can't see anything, so
I'll tell you what.
I defer to you for this one.
Okay, I can't read it because it's white and it's sitting on the gray there, so I'll just leave it alone.
It looks
Anyhow,
like we got some paid advertisement here, doesn't it?
yeah, it does. It's your job to go in and talk to those people.
I need to talk to them and say, look, we're advertising you. At least you do is pay us.
Yeah, in food, if nothing else.
At least give us a chicken sandwich and a vanilla
Tell
shake.
everybody why you got that there, because when we went to the Lumberjack tournament, you cornered the two girls that were in the, whatever the name of that company.
Two cute young girls. Of course, I'm old enough to be their great-grandfather, but whatever. So I was harassing them because, well, watch out, Groot. Groot nearly fell over. Groot's here. Where are we?
Yeah.
Groot's here. But anyhow, they're from, we have a Chick-fil-A in Blairsville and one in Ellijay, and they were both from Ellijay. But I said, why are you up here? Don't be teasing me like this. I need a dang Chick-fil-A in Blue Ridge. But they got no control, so I just harassed them
do me a favor?
and sent them home.
This drives me nuts. It looks like I'm huge. Can you
It looks like
lower
you
me?
have a giant, I got the big belly and
No, but I mean, if you could lower me down in my seat.
I can do that. It's better to do it here, right?
Yeah. Let's see how it goes.
Whoa!
Oh, down.
You were flying.
No, right there. That's good. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Clyde.
Hang
Clyde,
me back.
No, Clyde, you got too much of the other stuff. Go back. Go back.
Oh.
Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Right there. This is a live show, folks, so don't let it bother you.
What is that, Africa taking them over?
Something you got in there. I don't know. But to get back to our show tonight, the Lumberjack show was here in town. We had to cross the main highway both times.
Yeah, it was like Frogger. Live Frogger.
I thought we were going to be roadkill there for a while.
You think any of those cars would even bother to slow down?
Well, they figured if you were quick enough to get by them.
They did slow down. They went from like 70 to 80, maybe down to 60, 65.
Yeah.
So you had to be quick.
Yeah, the main road between here and Ellijay is we call it the 4-lane. and the 4-lane was just jam-packed. And what they were doing is was sending a shuttle back and forth. But the shuttle only took like 10 people at the most.
One shuttle.
Yeah.
And you're like, we want to
be
go
here
now.
forever. So we ran across the street.
Yeah.
And so that was that. But it was funny because one lumberjack was a local guy, and the other guy was from Buffalo, New York. And the guy from Buffalo, New York didn't get many cheers.
No, he didn't. I couldn't understand him.
Oh, you're so bad. You are so bad.
Yeah.
And then the
Dang
last...
Northerners.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. And then the last thing
Yeah.
is Veterans Day is coming up on Friday.
Okay.
And I saw this thing on the poppy flower, so I decided to do some research. And,
Yeah, I had no clue.
well, I got to say, I didn't either, because I thought, poppy seed was for Veterans Day, and originally it was for Veterans Day, but in 1920, they changed it to Veterans Day. They changed it to Memorial Day,
Uh-huh.
to honor all the, the fallen soldiers. Basically, it started during World War II when it was called Armistice Day, November 11th, 1920. Oh, you're gonna, okay, there you go.
Are you talking about veteran stuff, so I gotta get my hat back on.
What the heck? So anyhow, it's a little lesson about it. I gotta say that some of the words I had trouble, I can't tell you how long it took me to put the thing together, but my pronunciation and everybody else's pronunciation is totally different, so that's the way it is.
I put a voiceover a little bit in the, I think it was in the Lumberjack Festival, and that's hard.
Yeah, because
Your brain locks up, your tongue is,
I mean, easy words.
yeah.
I was blowing the easy words, and I get to the hard words and be like, okay. I
Well,
guess.
then your brain goes blank, and you're trying to remember that tent they're selling crafts, and you're like,
Right.
just
Of course,
locked
my
up.
family would say, "Oh, you don't have any brain to work with anyhow."
Well, that's true. You
All
know,
right. Well, what do
between
you
us,
say?
we do.
What do you say we look at the very? And I haven't seen this yet. So let's look at the very first part of the Lumberjack, part 1, and then we'll talk about it a little bit. Throw a commercial on. Oh, he's praying. You ready to give it a try?
Please work. Yes, sir.
You ready?
Yep.
Go.
Well, as you can see, Hank and I have made it to the Lumberjack Festival 2022. We're walking around all the tents, but we're in a hurry because, as you can see, there's not too many people over here. And that's because they are all ready for the show to begin at noon. So Hank and I are kind of making our way over there. The Lumberjack Festival, as it turns out, a lot of fun, a lot of people there, a lot of kids there. They had live bands during the show. They tell a lot of corny jokes, which I like, and then they have some good lumberjack competition, which was great, very interesting. You notice this guy here, that Stan. I bought some of his rub to put on your steaks and your pork chops. I think I bought something really spicy. I think it's called honey spice, maybe? You'll have to ask him. Just ask him for the spicy one. But, it's really, really, really good. And then they had Chick-fil-A out there. They had some crafts out there for you to look at. Food Lion was out there. I mean, Bobcat was out there. And they had some food out there. I can't remember what it was because, Hank and I left and went and got some Chinese food. It was great. Okay, so the show's about to begin. So now we got to walk. Oh, there's Santa Claus. Anyhow, we got to walk over and get this thing going. As you can see, the show is just about to begin. See you there.
Everybody doing today? Good. Everyone ready for Lumberjack Show? Alright, you guys came to the right spot here. Welcome. We are Timberworks Lumberjack Shows, and we've come all the way from Wisconsin. I tell you what, this weather's a lot nicer than what we've been having at home, so we're very happy to be here in Georgia. My name is Sam, and I'm going to be your host, commentator, and scorekeeper for today's competition. We've got 2 professional lumberjacks that are going to come out and compete head-to-head for you all. Set in there for safety, ideally at the same level there. Now we're going to start this thing off with these crosscut saws. Now these were also known as the old misery whips because of all the work that it does take to push and pull these through the logs. Back in the day, after those lumberjacks had chopped those trees down, they had to have a way of breaking all of those bigger logs down into smaller, more manageable lengths, and these saws are just one of the ways that they would do that. Our first lumberjack up here today with 1 complete wood cookie on the ground is going to be the winner of this first event. Camp 13, who wants to see Dave win this first one for you guys? Camp number 9 is cheering for Andrew out there. It's time to get this thing started. Lumberjacks ready? 1, 2, go! Cheer them on, they can hear you up here. Pushing and pulling, they're looking to use every last 2 of those saws. Who's it gonna be? Camp number 9 or camp 13? events left up here today. In fact, we have so many events here today, it's hard for me to keep track of the score on my own. We're going to use these cute little chainsaw car bears to help me out. Camp number 9, you guys get your first bear on the board over here. There you go. Now we're going to move these guys up front for some axe throwing next. Now, axe throwing served no real purpose back in the day. It was more so to decide who got to do some of those dirtier jobs around the camps, like cleaning the outhouse or doing the dishes and that sort of thing. We're going to give each of these guys a warm-up throw here, and I will explain the scoring a bit. If they hit that red center today, it will be worth 5 points. If they hit that yellow ring, it'll be worth 3, and hitting just green will be worth 1. Each of these guys will get 3 scoring throws. Feel free to help your man out or heckle the other guy a bit. Dave with a 3 on that first throw, and Camp 13 is not impressed. No applause for 3. Nothing but embarrassment for Andrew on his first throw there. Dave's at 3, second throw for Dave. 1. All right, Camp 9, who wants to see Andrew hit the target this time? Andrew's on the board with a 3. All right, Dave's at 4. Andrew's at 3. Third and final round. Help these guys out here. Dave is inching close. He's got a 7 for a total. Andrew needs a bullseye to win the axe throw. And he's got a 3. Dave winning the axe throw. Tying up the score here. Making our next event a tiebreaker event. Now this next one is known as the springboard chop. These guys are going to be using these 2 trees you see standing on either side of me here. What they're going to do is hop up on that board that you see sticking out of the tree. That is known as the springboard. Once they're up there, they're going to chop about 3/4 of the way through that block on one side, and then they've actually got to turn around and finish breaking through that block on the back side. First guy with that log severed completely in half will be the winner here. He's going to adjust his tree a little bit maybe. Now that springboard is only being held in there by a little metal toe, so that's where the spring comes from. So as they get up there and chop on that board, you're going to notice them kind of bounce up and down a little bit. There's going to be some flex there. And then when they turn around to chop on the back side of that log, they're actually chopping with their off hand. So it'd be very similar to, say, a baseball player batting with their bad hand, only these guys are swinging a 6-pound razor-sharp axe. So this is the most dangerous and difficult chop in all of modern-day lumberjack sports. So these guys are going to need your help all the way through this one here. Camp number 9, I want to see Andrew take the lead for you. Camp 13, I want to see Dave take his first lead for you guys. Help them out here, choppers, ready? 1, 2, go. They are up there. The louder you cheer, the faster these guys are going to chop. Help them out here. You're going to notice that they chop in a pattern as they work their way through those blocks there. Looks like Andrew may have a bit of a lead there with a wonderful chop going. A good indicator as to who's in the lead will be who makes that turn to the back side of the log first there. Andrew's around to the back side. Camp 9, cheer him on. He's just about done. Camp 13, let's stick with Dave. He's got a little bit of catching up to do here. Dave is around to the back side, but Andrew's got it wiggling over here. Just a few more of those driving blows. Gonna go a little bit higher. Is Dave going to... And Dave channeling some of that old man magic, as we like to call it. Coming from behind, Camp 13. How about a big yo-ho for Dave? Taking his first lead. Andrew was taking his time on that backside, and Dave came back for the win. That's what we like to see right there. And here, this next saw that you'll see them using has been modified a bit. as you will notice, it's got that black muffler that comes off of the back end there. What that does is to relieve some of the back pressure on these saws. Simply allows them to run a bit faster, which in turn makes them a bit louder here. So as they warm them up, anybody right up front, especially any really small kiddos, you may want to cover your ears here. Simple event on this one. They're going to make 3 cuts in these main logs. 1 down, 1 up, and then a final cut back down again. First guy with 3 complete wood cookies on the ground will be the winner and will take the lead back for their team. Now you can feel free to cheer them on all the way through here, but I don't think they're going to hear you anyways. Lumberjacks ready? 1, 2, go! Dave flying through that log. Camp 13, let's hear for Dave. You seem pretty happy with yourself there, buddy.
Oh boy, did you see that? I tell you what, that went pretty good. I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm going to guarantee a victory for my team in this next event.
What do you guys think about that? Camp number 9 over here. How are you going to guarantee a victory in a lumberjack event?
Real good.
Are there any other reasons?
Oh yeah, I practice. Matter of fact, I practice every single day, and I'm undefeated in this next event.
Yeah. You're undefeated. Yeah. You've got a pretty interesting definition of undefeated. Can you tell them why you're undefeated?
I'm the only one in it.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to take a little break.
You and I are watching it. We're talking about chainsaws. If I don't have an electric one, I can't get it started.
I know. I'm using my son's electric. We talked about it during the show, but I bought when I first moved here, I just thought, I'll give me a cheap chainsaw to get by. I bought this Poodlin $200. It was on sale, and God dang it, I can't even keep it running. So I'm gonna have to spring for like a real chainsaw. But in the meantime, I'm using Travis's electric chainsaw. I just used it the other day. I've got 3 extension cords running down the back of my yard so I can get the stuff out there, but whatever, it works.
Well, I gotta tell you, to me, I just press the button and but I don't chop stuff like they chop.
Oh no, yeah.
Chainsaw, that stuff looks like...
My chainsaw won't do that.
Yeah.
No way, Jose.
I'm not sure I can lift that chainsaw.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good sized chainsaw.
Yeah.
But it was a beautiful day. It was a Saturday.
It was awesome. Yeah.
It started at 12. We got there about 11:30, and there was no parking.
No.
So I was going to park in the road, but you would not, on the side of the road.
Yeah.
But you said, no, you shouldn't do that.
I was afraid
so we made our swing around and ended up at the motel there. They let us park in the motel parking lot. I got a free pen out of it. They put it on the windshield. But we had to cross the street, and that was that was interesting.
That was dicey.
Yeah, carrying the cameras and running across, and it was like, you looked at me, you go, you ready? Not yet. I don't think so. But anyhow, that was really cool, and they had quite the crowd. As a matter of fact, I think they had more people than they expected because, like you said, they kept bringing out bales of hay for people to sit on in the middle of the show.
It was great. You know, people had their pets, they had their dogs out there, and lots of kids, and it was just fun to watch.
Yeah, I got to tell you, up here in the mountains, it is just, they're as friendly as can be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not, who do you like or anything else.
You can sit down next to anybody out there And next thing you know, you'll be carrying on a
Yeah, where you
conversation.
from? How you doing?
And where do you live?
As a matter of fact, the guy that was next to my camera, you talked to, he was from Houston, what? Or she was from Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of us from Houston.
Well, I think it was
Yeah.
her, and she just moved up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like.
Oh, that was young Levy. Those are old. They were old people like us, but she had moved up here. She left her home and everything in Houston to come up here and
Yeah, they were
and
they're
live
high
with
school.
that guy. Yeah,
high school sweethearts.
That's right.
And what happened was they just kind of went their own ways, and I guess she found them on Facebook,
Yeah.
and they started communicating, and next thing you know, true
There you
love
go.
blossoms all over the world.
Got some true love right here in Blue Ridge.
Yeah. So, and they liked it. I mean, I just can't tell people. First of all, the weather, it's been really. I mean, it's been 70 degrees.
Yeah, you're outside and you don't sweat.
No.
You just hang out and go. You can go do things. The pauses, they always have something every weekend that you can go see and do. And
Yep.
And it's just nice because the weather's so nice.
Well, I worked last weekend at the golf course. Okay.
Yeah.
When I left the first day on Friday, it was a little cold. So I had a couple layers on, but I had long pants on. And then, of course, as the day goes on, next thing I know, I'm in my shirt, and I took off my jacket, my sweatshirt. Next day, I get up, I look, it's 60 degrees before I even get there. So I said, well, I'm wearing shorts. So I wore shorts Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm working this Friday. It's supposed to rain because of that.
100% chance of rain. The one time I finally got the propane guys lined up to come to my house to hook up my generator,
Oh, no.
100% chance of rain.
It's all because of that storm. And then I'm off on Saturday for some reason, but I'm working Sunday,
Okay.
24 degrees Sunday morning.
Yeah, I know. We're about to get cold again. Well, I'm surprised. It seems like last year all of November was kind of cold.
Yes. Yeah.
And now this year, November's been really, really good to
It's
us.
a beautiful month.
Yeah.
Yeah, a beautiful month. So anyhow.
Sunshine and 70 degrees.
So people at home know what we do. You know, we go out and we shoot these adventures, and then we take turns doing our editing. And Clyde, in between all of his, what do you want to call those? Honeydews?
I'd go with that.
Honeydews. Did you have a couple little incidents happen this week?
Yeah, but we weren't going to talk about it.
Oh, we're not?
We can,
Oh.
but I didn't want to because it's painful.
Well, I had to laugh because Linda talked to Tamara after you talked to me, and Linda said, well, how are the boys in the accident? And Tamara went, accident? What accident? I don't know about an accident.
Yeah, I don't think we told Mom.
No, I guess you didn't. So you should have told me not to say anything.
It doesn't matter.
So what was the first one? You tried to nail your hand to the wall?
Yeah, Travis told me 20 times. I got that pneumatic finish nail gun.
Yeah.
And you know how it is. You
get
just
the
want to
rhythm.
support behind it, and you put it up there, and I had my hand behind the board, and that sucker, it just blew out the back of the board and hit my hand with wood and the end of the nail, and it scared me more. It hurt, but it scared me probably more than anything else because I'm thinking, I got a nail through my finger. And in my life, I jumped off a roof when I was a kid, and I got a nail at a construction site, and I got a nail all the way through my foot. And then on the docks of Galveston, I was walking down there as a kid, and I stepped on a catfish.
Oh.
And I got a catfish fin all the way through my foot, and I had to go to the doctor to get the fish pulled off.
Really?
Oh yeah. So then I'm thinking, I got a nail all the way through my finger, but it wasn't anything.
Well, you know, if you get stuck with a catfish,
Yeah.
you're supposed to take, once you get the thing out, you're supposed to take the catfish, where all the belly part is, and rub that on it, and it supposedly takes the sting out.
Didn't know that.
Well, see, now you know that.
Yeah, 60 years later is handy information to have 60 years ago.
The reason I know that is because, I lived with my grandparents when I was a kid. My grandfather he loved to fish.
Yeah.
And we were up in Canada fishing. And he pulls in, it was probably about a 4-pound catfish. And he pulled it up like that, and when he got it up, it came off the hook, and it came and it stuck him.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's what I said too.
Yeah.
So
Man, those fins are sharp.
he reached down and he pulled it out, and then he says, he says, if they ever get it, he says, this is what you do. And he took it and he just rubbed all that underbelly on where it went in. And he said, yeah, I feel better now.
Right.
So that's one thing. Okay, so let's get back to, that was your try to nail your hand to the wall.
And then Travis was working the chop saw, and he was just cutting a little piece off a 2x2 piece of board, and the little triangle thing that he cut off bounced around, popped up, hit the blades, and then it got caught up in the blades and just ran up, and it smashed this plastic thing. I don't even know what the plastic thing is for on the back of the thing, but it shattered it and blew that stuff out and hit Travis all in the neck and everything. So
you got insurance on the kid?
I needed to.
Yeah, I would, especially if you guys are going to work together.
I need to get some good insurance now. But that's it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
Everything, actually, other than that, it's been going pretty smooth.
Well, good.
Just a little excitement here and there.
I know. I worry about you because you don't call all the time. And when you don't call, I don't know, like if you fell off a ladder, if the bear got you.
I texted you, but you were asleep.
No, it wasn't. What happens is sometimes, especially if I'm at the golf course, I turn my phone so there's no ringer or anything, so if someone's putting or hitting, it won't bother them.
Right.
Well, I was up. It never rang, and I was charging it. So the next morning when I got up and I unplugged it, I went, "Oh, are you up?" Well, yeah, I'm up.
Well, now.
So anyway, but I was up when you did that. So.
All right. I also figured you were working. You might be going to bed early.
Nah. All right,
working
so we saw the front half.
We got to do a commercial first.
Why don't we do the commercial and we'll talk about the second half?
This is the Cucinelli's.
All right.
I still need some lasagna.
Well, we're supposed to go over there and reshoot that part, so maybe next week.
Okay.
We'll get two stone. No, get one.
We get two stoned.
Get two birds with one stone.
Oh, okay. We can do that.
Okay.
We ready to go?
I'm ready. Go.
Cucinelli.
Too much flour, it'll cover up the crust. It'll ruin the flavor. It's looking pretty good on the bottom. Get another tire moved over here.
You want some great New York pizza? Cucinelli's Pizzeria, Blue Ridge, Georgia. You gotta give it a try.
Hi, I'm Kevin Painter with Kevin Painter Insurance. I am your local independent insurance agent here located in Blue Ridge at 95 Progress Circle. As an independent agent, we're able to go out and shop the market for you and find the best company for the best coverages for you. We write all lines of coverage, both personal home, auto, business insurance, workers' comp, life, health, disability, Medicare supplement. We are different from our competitors. Where everyone else is focusing trying to get you the lowest price, we take a consumer approach and want to educate you on your coverages and let you pick and choose what you think your insurance needs are. So come by and visit us again here at 95 Progress Circle here in Blue Ridge, your local hometown independent insurance agent.
That's two of our good friends, Kevin and the Cucinellas over there, Paul and Ryan.
What's that guy's name? Not Ralph.
Who?
That was making the pizza. The young guy.
Ryan.
Huh?
Ryan.
Ryan, that's right. I was so close.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah, good people.
Yeah, and we
Good
gotta go
pizza.
back over there. Great pizza.
And for me, better lasagna.
Well, we'll go over there. We'll get you some
See,
while we're
we
filming.
started talking about Cucinellas, and the Chick-fil-A cow just fell over dead. He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to talk to anybody else.
We'll have to talk to the pizza place, and they'll have to, make you a cover for your speaker there, for your mic.
Well, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Cucinellas. And I need like a slice of pizza here. I can just eat while we're doing the show.
We'll talk to Paul about it. I'm sure.
All right, that'd be good. That'd be good. I like that.
So anyhow, all right. So we saw the first part of the Lumberjack contest,
right?
And you and I have different styles, and that's what's kind of neat about us. We have different styles when we edit.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. I have no clue.
No, yours is good, but I try to cut mine down to.
I know. I got to learn how to edit more and cut some of the
Well,
talking
used
stuff
to, you
out.
want everybody to see everything that you saw.
Yeah, I guess so.
And me, I just say, let me show you the highlights, and that's it.
Yeah.
But either way, you know,
I'm giving you the show. Not all the show, but I'm giving you a lot of the show. I mean, on the Lumberjack show.
no, you're doing a great job with the Lumberjack. You did a great job with it.
Yeah, it's just long.
Well, you know, that's your style.
I'm going to work on my style.
Well, you do a good job, and I still get a kick out of your titles and stuff. You make me look bad. so I guess we're even.
Next, we're going to do some backdrops. We're going to have a Thanksgiving backdrop.
We talk about it.
We're going to put a big old turkey behind you.
When you show up at 5 minutes before showtime, there's no way.
I'm gonna work this out. I can do. I got on that TriCaster group, so I can get on there and I can find out what I need to do to get some backdrop.
Well, and I'll do the same. I'll try the same thing.
Okay.
If nothing else, we'll just draw something on the back wall.
Guys, we also need to get the Astros World Series behind
logo.
you.
Yeah.
With you.
That'll really tick people off.
Yeah, it'd be great. That's
Except
what
for
we're
all
here
Easter
for.
fans. Yeah.
We're here to drive people crazy.
Remind me tonight,
Yes.
either before or after we eat, to take the flashlight and shine it down on that tree down there.
Okay.
Because remember how Linda had the eyes and the nose and the mouth?
Right.
Well, the mouth disappeared. So I decided I'd go in and draw a mouth, which I did.
Okay.
Well, no, it wasn't okay.
Wifey not happy?
No. Why? Why did you do that? Well, he didn't have a mouth. I come home the other day. My mouth was about this big. She made one, goes about this far out, about this far down, and then she made red teeth and blood. Okay, you win. So honey, I got to show it to you. You'll get a kick
All
out
right,
of
I
that.
want to see it.
But so that's it. What do you say? We see the second half of the Lumberjack contest.
All right, let's crank it up.
Ready? You're on.
Boo! Dave, get out of here. These people did not come here to see roadkill. You people came here to see a real chainsaw carving, right? Yeah. Okay, Andrew, I'm not sure how much of an artist you are, but do you think you can make these people a rabbit?
Oh, I can do a whole lot better than that, old man. It'll just take me a little bit longer.
All right, we're going to give Andrew one shot at this thing here. Bunny number 2 coming right up. All right, we've got some nice looking ears there. What's next? Okay, the hard part is next, he says. Pretty fast. All right. I tell you what, folks, we're just going to move right along into the next event here. We're getting, no, Andrew, what is that? No. Oh, woo girl up here. Andrew, those ears are pretty good. I'm going to give you that, but you just scribed that poor guy's face on. Where's the detail?
Oh, I can't believe I forgot that part.
Forgot what part?
Oh, you said it, detail, goes right here in the back.
Details, wise guy. Maybe some more facial features.
Right, I'll come around front, I'll put some whiskers on. Rabbits have whiskers, right?
Whiskers would be good. Is there anything else you can do?
Yeah, I'm just going to finish off with one big fluffy eyebrow right across the top.
One eyebrow. Where'd you get an idea like that?
Oh, if you look at these lumberjills over here.
There's no way to make friends here, Andrew. What's first? Detail in the back is first, he says. Got a nice looking tail on that back side. Now for some whiskers on this lovely face. What do you mean, whoops? No. Just when you think it can't get any uglier. Andrew, you know what? We're just gonna call that their little bunny rabbit mustache. It's not a big deal. We'll just move right along. Sound good?
You didn't touch that, did you?
Well, I didn't. If it's not a mustache, what is it?
That's a booger.
Okay, that's mature for someone your age. What's left?
The eyebrow, never done it before. I need complete silence.
All right, whatever. Complete silence, and we're done with our poor rabbit here. What part of stop don't you understand? He says I'll fix it quick.
That's nice and fluffy.
No! Andrew, you completely decapitated your rabbit.
Well, I don't know about that. I'd say I just irritated him.
You're irritating me. You cut the head clean off. You ruined it for everybody out here.
Well, it's not completely free. Can you wave all the nice fans on our side? Yeah, and stick your tongue out at Dave's fence. Oh, she's too nice. Most important, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, are you here? Yeah, can she have the chair? Yeah, that's $20.
That's not $20. That's a souvenir for our show and our wonderful sponsors here. How about a big round of applause for our hair chair tester again? And for Andrew for messing around with the chainsaw a little bit there. On a more serious note, we are going to hop right back into our competition. We are going to get into one of the more fast-paced, exciting events in all of modern-day lumberjack sports, and that is the speed climb. The speed climb. What these guys are going to do is climb all the way up those poles until their ropes hit that orange line at the top. Once they've done that, it is then a race back down to those black pads. The first guy up and down will be the winner of this one here. Now, a couple pieces of extra gear you see them putting on. They've got that rope attached around their waist that'll help secure them into that tree and, of course, help pull them up the pole. They're holding on to that with just some heavily padded leather gloves to protect their hands. And then both guys have strapped one gaff to the inside of each boot. Now, these are lineman's gaffs, which have just been modified a bit. They've actually been heat and bent so that these guys are able to fly up and down those poles as quickly as possible for you today. Now, looking at the scoreboard here, it does look like Dave is still in the lead by 1 point. So Andrew needs a win in the speed climb to tie things up here. Camp number 9, who wants to see your man Andrew win this one for you guys? Camp 13, who's cheering for Dave out there? Cheer him on all the way up and down here, folks. Climbers ready? 1, 2, go! They can hear you up there all the way to the top until the rope hits that orange line, and then it's a race back down. Andrew's at the top, Dave's at the top, Andrew's on his way down, and Andrew winning the speed climb. How about a big hand for both of these guys, everybody? Tell you what, who wants to see that one more time? Come on back at 2:30 for our next show, okay? Now, enough of me talking. We're going to get our favorite log rolling song going here. And not log rolling on this. If you could all put your hands together, please. Roll number 1 is coming right up. Quick feet and good balance are the name of the game here. We've got great first ball going here. Holding on for the win there. Not to worry, Camp.
Time to my water. Woo!
Yeah, where'd you learn about that?
Well, Dave was telling me breakfast says it works every time.
That one worked out. Well, for him, what happened to you?
Oh, my right leg went right, my left leg went left. Best man didn't know what to do and straight down Whammo.
Hey, Came down pretty hard there. Did you hurt anything?
Yeah, no, I just landed my elbow.
Other than your elbow, how you feeling?
Oh, like a brand new man.
I bet you are. You guys want to see Andrew get back out there for that final roll? All right, we're going to get this music going one last time here. Pick your favorite lumberjack and cheer him on. Third and final ball, the winner of this one takes home everything. Some nice quick feed, but Andrew winning that one for camp number 9. Tell you what, can I get a big round of applause for both of these guys working on that?
Monitor blew over and broke.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're sitting there and they're going, yeah, it's really windy, people, you know, but we're staying in there, and all of a sudden we hear.
Sometimes here in the studio it gets windy, but I just turned off the ceiling fan.
Yeah. So, you know, and we don't have to worry about rain.
No, thank goodness. Good. I don't get my hair wet or anything.
By the way, better get ready because we might start next week the hunt for Bigfoot.
The hunt for Bigfoot. Okay, I'm ready. I got to get an oscilloscope.
What?
An oscilloscope. We're going to check sound frequencies and everything.
Oh,
We're out
okay.
in the woods and everything.
All right. You know, you're a sound guy. We do this right. You know, we'll do down by the river and see, you know, because he hung out at the river there for a while.
You got to drink.
Yeah, and I think we might be able to get a shot of him. I really do.
You know why I know he has to drink? Because when you have 36-inch poop and it's steaming, it's got water in it. And that's why it's steaming.
Okay.
He has to drink. Everybody has to drink and eat.
Okay.
Especially if you're going to generate that kind of poop.
I'm not. Two things. Number one, I'm not going to look for the poop.
Yeah.
And number two, I don't want to step in the poop.
I don't want to step in it.
So
I am going to look for it.
We're gonna. I've been watching all these programs out there, and I mean, you know, the call.
I'm so
and it was
mad.
about 3.
I'm so
and it was
mad.
about 3 o'clock.
And the cars, it was backed up, and they weren't moving. So I said, no, I'm not. I won't wait in the line.
So did you keep your money?
No, I didn't pay anything.
Did you go to Dairy Queen?
No. We had come from Home Depot. We passed the Dairy Queen. I tried to get him to go in there first because there was nobody in line.
Something wrong with that kid.
Well, that's why he's skinny.
I
I don't like skinny people.
They're not healthy.
It can be.
All right. Well, that was the Lumberjack thing.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
a commercial.
Yeah, we need to do a commercial.
All right. Then we're going to talk a little bit about veterans.
Yeah, we better get cranky. You ready for your commercial?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Kevin Painter with Kevin Painter Insurance. I am your local independent insurance agent here located in Blue Ridge at 95 Progress Circle. As an independent agent, we're able to go out and shop the market for you and find the best company for the best coverages for you. We write all lines of coverage, both personal home, auto.
Stuff on Facebook.
Okay.
And up came some information about the poppy flower, and basically the information was how you wear it, what it stands for, and everything else. So Veterans Day is coming up this Friday, the 11th.
Right.
So I thought, well, maybe that's why somebody put, and people, you're going to have to put up with the way I pronounce words, because Clyde wasn't here to do it, so I had to do it, and thank God that Clyde's going to play it. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go.
The history of the poppy flower. In most countries, the poppy flower was worn leading up to Armistice Day, also known as Remembrance Day, November 11th, which is Veterans Day in the United States. And November 11th, 1918, was the end of World War I. Poppies grew on the battlefield. And why is this? Since the seeds needed light to grow, they only germinated in disturbed soil. Trenches digging, bombs, and massive cemeteries decaying European landscape during World War I. The poppy is the enduring symbol of remembrance of the First World War, strongly linked with Armistice Day, November 11th, 1918. But the poppy originated as a popular symbol of remembrance, lies in the landscape of the First World War. Poppies were a common sight, especially on the Western Front. They flourished in the soil churned up by the fighting and the shelling. The flowers provided the Canadian doctor John McCrae with the inspiration for his poem, In Flanders Field. In the United States, the poppy is not traditionally worn on Veterans Day, but on Memorial Day, last Monday in May, to commemorate the lives of those who died fighting for their country. The Friday before Memorial Day is National Poppy Day. Red poppies began to make their annual appearance, especially pinned to people's lapels, tote bags, and even hats. These colorful flowers, often made of fabric or crepe paper, honor and memorialize fallen soldiers, as well as serving as a fundraiser to support our national war veterans. The red poppy officially became the national emblem of remembrance in 1920. But the resilience of the little flower's roots run deep, all the way back to the battlefields of World War I, where they grew in the unlikeliest places. So that's a little history of the poppy seed. And if you would like, read In Flanders Field by John McCrae. So, November 11th, 2022, please celebrate Veterans Day with us in honoring all of our veterans. Thank you so much.
So that was a little history.
Yeah.
And, this Friday, Veterans Day, and really, I want to commend you and thank you for your service because you were a veteran. I'm not saying you were a smart veteran because you jumped out of airplanes.
That was the funnest part of the Army. No, I'm serious. The rest of it pretty much sucked. But getting to shoot like all the stuff. I got to shoot a bazooka.
Yeah.
And of course, the normal thing: M16, shotgun, Colt 45, a Law rocket. Badass. You just put the little hairs on it. I mean, it's bad. And 50 caliber machine gun and all kinds of stuff. So that stuff is fun. Oh, I got to throw a grenade. Oh, those instructors are so nervous because you got
drop it in the hole.
Well, you got 17 and 18-year-old knuckleheads, and then you have dumbasses that whoops. They just grab you and throw you in a hole, and it's bad. But yeah, that was the funnest part, jumping out of planes, and then the rest of the Army was Army, like prison. So it was. But I learned discipline. I'll give the military that. You will learn some discipline.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So it was good for me.
Yeah. Well, I won't say that I lucked out, but I never got drafted.
Yeah.
I told you the story. Basically, I never got a draft card during the Vietnam War. So I went to the draft board and I said, hey, I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, because you were prime fodder for going.
All my buddies went.
Yeah.
So anyhow, when I went in there, they looked at me and you never got a draft card? And I go, no. And so the lady went back. She took my name, went back. She comes back out. Write your name down. I wrote my name down. She went back again. The next time she comes out, she's got her boss. I thought, oh, here it goes. I'm going to jail. Draft dodger.
You're not going to jail. You're going straight to Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Wherever they were going to send me. She says, you, come on back here. Oh, I got visions of going back outside or something,
Did you go ahead and start putting your hands behind your back? Go ahead, clink, clink.
And they had these big old books that opened up this way, ledger books.
Uh-huh.
And she says, give me your hand. Put your finger on top. I put my finger on top. She says, run it down. And she stopped at my name. She goes, is that you? And I said, yes. She says, run your finger across. I ran it across and said I was deceased. I said, I don't think so. And she goes, you're deceased. I said, well, what do you want me to do? She goes, we'll take care of it. I never heard another word. And the only thing that worried me when I got older was, if I'm a deceased on their books, am I deceased for the Social Security? But I'm getting Social Security, so I must come back alive.
Okay.
Yeah. But,
so they didn't check their computer records back then?
What computer records? Come on. They had abacus for crying out loud.
The ones they strap onto the dinosaurs?
Oh, you are so bad. But yeah, a lot of my buddies went. A lot of them didn't come back. And the ones that did come back, some of them came back really screwed up.
Yeah.
But I got basically lucky. Not that I was trying to get out of it. My father was in the service. My uncle was in the service. My grandfather was in the service. I missed it. But like you said.
Well, I got lucky too. I mean, I was in the Army, but I missed going to Vietnam by like 2 months. And it's just, you know, I was young enough to where I went in March of '71. By the time I finished basic and AIT, and then my whole AIT class went to Vietnam. But I went on to jump school for airborne training, and by the time I got out of there and went to Fort Bragg, they were pulling people back from pretty much everywhere. And so 3.5 glorious years at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
I'm surprised you didn't become a lifer.
Just wasn't for me. Yeah. You know what? Maybe if I had gone and done something else or something in the military, something with electronics or something, I might have, but
Well, my father was a lifer, but he was in the Air Force. And I guess, I'm not sure what his rank was, but he ran the officers' club, so he had a heck of a gig.
That's a good gig.
Oh, he did. I mean, so any place we went, he took care of the officers, so that was a good thing. And he retired up in Tacoma, Washington.
Yeah.
So but he was a lifer. And
Yeah, if you can stay in, you get that. Like I would have had a pension. I went in at 17. After 20 years, you can draw a pension. I would have been drawn at 37.
Yep,
That's pretty awesome.
Well, I will say this: anybody that's been in the service deserves a pension.
Yeah,
they really do. And again, thank you everybody for that. So moving on.
Right on.
We've got, as a matter of fact, we're going to buy 2 more tonight, 2 more sets of tickets.
Right.
The Kiwanis Club here in Blue Ridge has a raffle it's in December, but you get your tickets now. They got, I'm not sure how many left. They don't have an awful lot left, I know that.
Yeah, they just posted yesterday or the day before that, you know, if you want your ticket, you better get them quick because they're going fast. They have a maximum of 2,500.
Yeah, and once they're gone, they're gone.
And I think they're down around 500 or less.
Well, we're going to buy 2 tonight. One's going to say Cycle Fever Clyde. The other's going to say Cycle Fever Hank. And we'll see how lucky we get. Last year, your son won.
My son won a Glock 43X 9mm handgun. Beautiful.
And he lived in Texas.
Texas.
And they got all the paperwork over to a gun shop in Texas.
Yeah.
So you don't have to live here in Georgia or in the Blue Ridge area. Just go to their website, which you'll see in a minute, and get into it.
And all the proceeds, it's Kiwanis, so it's a legit deal. All the proceeds, they don't keep any money. Everything goes to the Blue Ridge community. So I think that's awesome.
By the way, I'm really feeling bad.
Why?
Somebody won the Powerball last night. $2 billion. And of all places, in California.
Not in California.
Yeah, any place but California.
He'll send all their money to George Soros to help the Democratic convention.
Well, they had a problem last night. I don't know if you saw this, but they had a problem last night when it was time to do the drawing. I want to say it was Arkansas. They're having trouble with their security getting their stuff in. They had to delay it. They did the drawing 9 o'clock this morning.
Oh.
And at 9 o'clock this morning, nobody knew who won. And then when I came home today, after going to the doctor's office, I went up there and it says 1 winner.
Oh.
2 billion something. Like,
oh my God.
Unreal.
So after taxes, you walk away with $1 billion.
If they took it in one lump sum, it was just $999,600 and something like that.
The government's going to get 50%.
Oh yeah.
At least. Oh my goodness! Can you imagine?
Yeah. So I'm crushed. All right. Well, let's get back on to our raffle here, which you got a better chance at.
I won $12. Well, I was going to show you the picture of the raffle.
Yeah, do
you want
that.
to see that?
Yeah.
Let's move this over here.
Okay, there it is. Let's talk about it a little. First of all, I don't see the website. Do you remember the website?
www.blueridgeraffle.com.
Okay. So if you get a chance, go to www.blueridgeraffle.com. Now, everything you see up there is a different day in December.
Right.
Except for the two bottom things. One is the Polaris, which...
Oh, that's December 31st. That's the last day, and that's mine. Everybody keep your mitts off that one.
Well, if Cycle Fever Hank wins it, I'll share it with you.
We'll figure
leave
out
it
something.
in your garage, and then we'll just take it back and forth.
I like that idea.
Okay.
You'll never see it again.
I can see you and Ruby just riding around the neighborhood.
So the other one is the consolation prize. So if you're a loser,
Yeah.
you still got a chance.
Yeah, they throw everybody in there. So, but it's a great deal. It helps the community. I see the one that's pink.
That's purple.
That's a woman's gun, right?
That's or don't be all racist. We got the LBGQ.
I'm not racist. Cover
to whatever. So that could be a man's gun that identifies as a pony. I don't know.
I'm gonna let you talk a minute. I'm gonna get a drink.
Go get a drink. So this raffle's cool. You can see all the handguns. You can see all the rifles. And this is all really quality guns and everything. You got ammo. You got the cash. That last one I think is $2,500. And of course the Polaris Ranger, which is mine. I haven't won it yet, but it's mine. And then the last one, the little loser prize, is another rifle. And they tell you all kinds of stuff about it. Let's get back to us. This is all about us. This is all about us and me winning that Polaris Ranger.
And anyhow, when you go up and you go to www.blueridgeraffle.com, it'll ask you who sent you. Well, Cycle Fever can't send this because we're not Kiwanians. But guess who is?
You got that Kiwanians thing down. That's good. That's good.
Well, I used to be in the Kiwanians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I won't tell you that I was vice president in Louisiana. That's how I got started in TV.
Yeah.
We had a guy from Cox Communications come in and give a speech one day at lunch. And he said, "Are there any questions?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "What's your question?" I go, "We're here in Louisiana, Sportsman's Paradise, and you don't have a hunting or a fishing show on your network. How come?" And he looked at me and he goes, his name was Dave Sullivan. Dave Sullivan said, "That's a good question." Didn't think too much of it. 2 weeks later, he calls me up. He goes, "Hey, this is Dave. I got good news and bad news." I go, "Oh, what's the good news?" "The good news, we're going to have a fishing show." I said, "Oh, that's great." "Now, what's the bad news?" He goes, "You're the host." Because back then I fished professionally in the bass circuit. So anyhow, that's how I got started.
You miss fishing?
Not anymore, no.
We got We got the Toccoa River with the trout fishing.
Well, first of all, when you're doing I did a fishing show.
Yeah.
You had to produce.
I mean, there's a lot of pressure to catch a dang fish.
You get up and,
It's hard to get the fish to be cooperative sometimes, yeah.
You're right. I mean, sometimes, and I tell people, I've been out here for 10 hours and I got 2 fish, so you'd have to sing and dance. But what really got me at the very end was all these people that were inconsiderate, driving jet skis, taking their boats and trailers and backing their boats in and leaving the trailer sitting there at the ramp. It was like, come on. There's other people that got to use it. So one day, and my motto is, if it's not fun, don't do it. And one morning I got up and it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
And I told the crew, I said, "Guys, I've already talked to our sponsors and everybody else." I had a lot of good sponsors, Chevy and Mariner and Mercury and Procraft and Astro and Daiwa. I mean, I still got stuff in the closet from when I did the show. But long and short is, I told them, I said, I've already talked to them and our contract is up. And I told them I didn't want to do it anymore. And they all thought I was kidding. And we used to shoot on Thursdays. And they go, "All right, well, we'll see you Thursday." And so Wednesday night, I get a call. They go, "What time and where are we fishing?" I said, "Guys, we're done. Because our contract's up and we're done." So that was it. And I have not. 1990 was the last time that I really went out and did any fishing.
Okay.
I got the pond back here, and one day I went out there and I took the hook off, and I just used the bait caster, and I just threw stuff out there, just practicing to see if I can hit the spots like I used to be able to. That was it.
So I don't fish for Bigfoot.
Now we're going to go look for Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We catch them on a line and sink a worm deep.
He's going to be mad.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
All right, what do we got now?
I guess we got our ending.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
It's time to eat.
Oh, you'll like tonight's meal, but it's a surprise.
Yeah, I called you earlier today and to see if I needed to bring anything.
No, I got it.
Well, then there we go. So, we should do the shout-outs?
Yeah.
My shout-outs to Ruby, all my airborne brothers and sisters, and I'm going to give a shout-out to Travis because he's been helping me build a bunch of stuff around the house here this week. So, he's been working hard, which, who knew? I'm kidding. The kids have been working hard. That's all I got.
Well, I'm glad Rodriguez didn't send you a new recipe this week.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Anyhow, my shout out number one is to all the veterans. You know, Veterans Day is Friday. If you see any veterans out there, definitely thank them for their service. And I know that they'd love to hear that from you. Number two, all the first responders, whatever, you know, they're out there all the time. So you got our wishes and everything else. The suicide prevention number, you remember?
988.
988. So if you got somebody, and especially with Veterans Day coming up, some people might have some bad thoughts coming in. Just remind them, call 988. We'd rather.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, Christmas can be.
Holidays are tough.
Can be rough.
Yep.
So 988 is for everybody.
That's an everybody number. Yep, suicide prevention. And then I got a shout out, first of all, to my family so that they understand that, but to our family in Orlando, Cycle Fever TV. I don't know what you did, but you got yourself knocked off the air.
They said not to click on that link. Man, I clicked on it, and now I am friends with a Nigerian prince, and he's going to send me $2 million.
All right.
So we're in.
All right.
Yeah.
So, hey, never mind. But anyhow, I saw Michael Blanchett shut that out to everybody saying, what are you going to do? So our counterparts in Orlando, what the heck?
And we were supposed to say hi to Pat Haskell.
Patricia.
Patricia.
Patricia
You said
Haskell.
Pat, I thought. Well, I bet her nickname is Pat because
Okay.
I know you so well. I call you Pat. So, Patricia Haskell, thanks for watching. Hi. And now,
All right.
wrap us up.
That's it. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right.
Join the adventure and enjoy the ride.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we will. I hope this is it. We really got to afford some effects.
Catch CFTV North every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. Catch Cycle Fever TV Florida every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. So join the adventure and enjoy the ride. Hopefully we'll see you soon.